What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to one of our final recaps of the season. Basically, um, we we did it, like, or we did it. Atalanta did it for us because we couldn't do it. But we got the Champions League spot. That was the main goal, apparently, of the season. So successful season. The Coppa Italia is just a bonus. And when we were just offline before we went live, Norbert was very hyped about the Champions League. So I'll let him speak first. How do you feel, Norbert? Because you were excited.
Yeah, I mean, back to the Champions League. When I was growing up, the Champions League music was always like, like Juventus is playing and fun. And yeah, I like to be in the Champions League, and it's a lot of money, so good for us. But how we played them, we didn't deserve it in the past 15 games. I think we are what 14th or something. If we check the
I
form, the
think
past
11.
15 games.
I think 11 or 12, something like that. It's middle of the
I
pack.
think worst. I think worst.
The
In
last
the
11
past 20,
game,
we are like 11.
Feels like it's worse than
since the
11.
return legs were like middle of the pack, 11 return legs.
Mm.
Since from halfway, not like since February. Okay, I
Yeah,
get.
but it was very close. Like it's 1 point of Genoa, 1 point of the other team. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
bad either way.
I just checked the past 15.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We are 15th. We are 15th, which is like I think I wrote it someplace, and because I saw it, that it's been the worst since 1956.
No, it's over.
1956. This is the worst
Yeah.
form. This is the worst form we had. Like two games, what we won out of 15. This is insane. Yeah, so I'm just waiting. I mean, I'm not waiting for Wednesday because damn, Atalanta is good. They are good. If anyone watched that Atalanta Rome first game,
No,
sorry,
yeah, I
first
did.
half, oh my god, they were so good. They should have scored
It
like
could
four or
have been
five.
4 or 5. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely, they were. All of them. This
So
just so insane the quality.
yeah, I'm really afraid. I don't think it will go down good for Max's last cup final. But yeah, let's see. And yeah, I can't wait to be announced our new coach. And June Tolly is at work, so yeah, I'm only waiting for the Mercato to start because I think it's going to be exciting, maybe sad at sometimes if we need to sell some youngsters or someone that like Bremer or whoever. But yeah, exciting weeks, months, I think, for us.
Yeah, I'm on the same page as Norbert. I think like the game yesterday really pissed me off. We should have just sealed it with our own hands basically, and just there and then just finish it off. Salernitana already relegated. We were horrible, especially in the first half. First half was unwatchable. But yeah, Atalanta did it for us. Ironically, the team we're facing in the cup final, giving us Champions League and potentially giving us a hard time on Wednesday. But yeah, it's a big step, very important for next season. So we're one step closer for the season to end. This absolutely miserable season to finish. Third time we're saying this, third year in a row. But yeah, hopefully after the Coppa final, Motta's announced, everything becomes official. The finances become sorted, from participating in the Champions League and, whatnot. And we can start looking forward to having an exciting summer with hopefully a better squad and a new coach for a new cycle.
Yeah, yeah. Man, yesterday was. What? I think that was an all-time low.
Mm,
I've seen people in the media and even fans comparing it to when we finished seventh, and they were saying that's an all-time or like that was banter era, and I was like, the team was crap at the time, so we would expect us to be in that situation. This team is not great, but it's not that poor to be on this streak, you know.
Yeah.
What actually was more painful than actually the game is when we scored. I saw Locatelli um, celebrating. I don't know if anyone saw that, and he was like saying we are here and pointing to the badge and picking up like pulling his shirt, and I was like, we're playing Salernitana at home. They've been relegated. Candreva, their best player, is not even there. That was so that was, oh my god, I felt ashamed for, already am ashamed. But that made it worse. I was like, what am I watching over here? Like, we're playing Salernitana, and like I had no words. I was watching it. I was like, when we scored, I was like, damn. I was like, like there's no emotion anymore. It's good for me. The season is over. No matter what happens on uh, on Wednesday, I'll probably be mad if we lose. Not that that's not going to change, but it's just a relief that it's over. Basically, like the the fact that we are here. What is it? 13th of May. Yesterday, 12th. Still fighting for Champions League football was ridiculous. And to make it worse, we couldn't even secure it against the Serie B side. That sums up the last 3 seasons. And we can talk about players as much as you want. And we will, because again, I don't care who gets sold. I don't care about these players. I absolutely do not care. I just want to win.
Julian asked in the chat, like, name our 5 untouchables, and I don't have 5.
I don't care. Like, that's when people talk about, I want Italians in the team. I don't care. Like, Real Madrid play with 1 Spanish player in the team, or 2, whatever. Like, they win. You think those fans are crying about Spanish players? Like, I don't care about these things. I just want to win. If it's with Vlahovic, or if it's with, I don't know, name the random player up top. I don't care. As long as we get better, improve, and we start winning shit. That's all I care about. We're not doing it with this coach. We're not doing it with these type of players. That's just as simple as that. It's not about just about Allegri, but he's the first puzzle that needs to be removed. That's obvious. That's how it goes. But to answer Julian's question really quickly, if you need to name 5 untouchable players, it's Yildiz for me because of the potential. And if I need to think about the financial situation, I wouldn't sell Bremer because I'm not sure how we're gonna replace him. I wouldn't sell. I don't know. I will keep Cambiaso, I guess, because I think we will struggle to find a new back. We have done for so many years, so I don't want to lose him, I guess. That's about it.
For me, Vlahovic is sellable, but the problem is that I don't see anyone who can bring and it's better, for example.
Yeah, that's that's why I said if the club can give me a better option, I'm all for it. I don't care. If they can give me even a better option for Yildiz, where I'm like, yeah, he's world class already and he will be for the next 10 years, I'm like, yeah, it is what it is, but it's not gonna happen. Like, that's just like realistically speaking, it's not gonna happen. Whoever comes in, and apparently it's gonna be Mota, he's gonna need to improve certain players we already have in the squad. Certain players we all look at and be like, 2-2. Players we all look at, nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm watching the Belgian league, by the way. Nobody really believes that we like when we talk about Allegri, not we, but and people who are like, oh, it's not just Allegri. We know it's not just Allegri. Like, we are not idiots. We're not idiots. Like, how many times do I need to come on and cuss the players? People who watch this channel know I don't rate 75% of the squad, but we're not going to sell 75% of the squad. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But a lot of people that get cussed, Locatelli, these type of players, I don't think they're that poor. That's just my belief. I don't think that, like, I refuse to believe that half our squad is this poor. Is that so crazy to say? And when I talk about this poor, people are like, oh, we're not going to win the league. We're not going to win the Champions League. I've not said that once. Like, I've literally not said that once, that we're going to win the league. I never said that. No matter who the coach is, we're going to need to have changes. But the first one is obviously Allegri. But back to the game yesterday, not much to take away from it, to be honest. Like, going into the Coppa Italia, maybe the positive is that Chiesa and Yildiz look great. The negative is Yildiz is injured. That's the negative. The positive is Miretti. I said it. I did in my preview. I said, what the hell happened to him? Like, he got dumped out of the squad, and for some reason he didn't get a shot. He got a shot yesterday, and he shows he can play. Like, it's very simple. Yeah. He can, if we push like we did in the second half, and we try to press them high, win the ball back, play between the lines. He can play. He's very unlucky. It's actually insane how unlucky he is at this point. But I don't care about the goals still. Like, they need to come, obviously. But when he came on, when Junior came on, you see what it cares. You see what different dynamic it gives to the game. And it's all about belief, you know. It's all about coaching, mindset. Pre-game, when he talks about Salernitana are a good team, they're dangerous. I'm like, dude, they got relegated a month ago. They won 3 games all season. Like, what are we doing? Or 2, whatever. Like, what are we doing? That's how we played the first half. Scared, you know, and that's what you get. You know, that's what you get with certain players. Then you make the changes. You've been very unlucky in the second half. You should have won that game for some reason, you know, still. But Miretti, like, that was probably for me the plus. Chiesa coming on, Yildiz, he's injured, and that's about it, you know. Because we all know how we're gonna play on Wednesday. No, Malik, do you have any positives that I did not mention from that game?
No, nothing really.
Oh my
Second half we picked up from the first half. That's the only positive I could think of. More chances were generated, but then again, it wasn't enough really. The only positive out of that game is what Atalanta did for us afterwards. Really.
Yeah, that but like from our stand of,
From our
like,
for
yeah,
our standard, no, it was a poor game all around. Not Juve standard whatsoever. Not good enough, and it's the same thing we've seen all season. I said last week, like, we should be beating Salernitana. I was predicting a 3-0 because, that's what you expect. They're already relegated and stuff. But, as also me and Norbert were saying, let's see how hard we make it for ourselves. And even we didn't expect it to be that hard.
Yeah, in the group chat I said, oh yeah, for sure, Salernitana 16 points, whatever, 15 before this game, we're gonna beat them easily. And yeah, no, we're not even capable of beating a Serie
Genuinely,
B team.
when they scored first, I was like, oh god.
is anyone surprised that we
So
didn't beat them?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it's going to be 0-0, and then like from the 60th minute or something, we're gonna play and we score like 2, and that's it. But we can't even beat a Serie B team with not even their A squad, because they had like 4 injuries. So
Yeah, I mean, their main player Kandreva was out, so
That
yeah,
was
that's one of the
goalkeeper.
main reasons I predicted us to score 3 goals. But again,
Yeah.
I thought I was too optimistic.
It's crazy, and Julian is right. People do hit the like button on the video. But yeah, like that's, you know what the issue is. I saw a report today that I don't know. It's not gonna happen. I think it's gonna move Cambiasso into midfield. Like, Wea will probably play something like that. I saw a report that Miretti played a good game. He's gonna play in front of the defense, and people are like, oh, why do these
No,
youngsters not
I don't
improve?
want.
I'm like, that's why. Like, that's
Yeah.
exactly why they will not improve. You know, finally played a
Yeah.
good game, and it's like, you know what? Can you play DM? No, we can't. Like, you just can't.
Not out of
And
position.
against a
Just play him
pressing
up.
team, against Atalanta, you're gonna kill the kid. You're just gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Like, it's suicide. So these are the things that really bothered me. But like, for Miretti, and I saw after the game people in the comments like, oh, he's crap. Like, I'm not saying he's world class. I'm just saying he has potential. And if he goes out on loan, I get it. If the club can gives me a better option in return, hey, fine, go on loan. I still believe in him because he can play. Even yesterday, he can play. Like, you can see he can
Yeah.
play. His technique is on point. It's just more about confidence, consistency of the team. By the way, all these things matter. But he can play. Like, it's very obvious, and it was insane that he had sat on the bench again for so long when McKennie was thinking it out for a good month and a half now. Like, literally thinking it out. He was poor.
Yeah.
Rabiot, poor. He got the goal. Good for him, but he was crap for 90 minutes. So those were the Kostic. Like, how did it was a period where Junior was in the team and we played better, and it's like, yeah, Kostic, you go again. Maybe it will work this time. No, it will not. Like, it will not. It didn't work yesterday. It was rubbish again. And he still pushes that. I'm gonna do it again. I'm like, who are you trying to prove wrong or right? Like, I don't get it. Like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. But those were the positives. But against Atalanta, like, it's a different team. Like, you're not playing a relegated side. You're not going to press them like we did in the second half. It's probably going to be the other way around. They're going to press us like we pressed Antana in the second half.
Yeah, yeah. For example, like, I'm sorry, Miretti can't play there. Like, no, he will get killed. I think it was a mistake not to play Nicolussi for like 30 minutes or whatever. When you know that we need an actual regista, and Nicolussi is a lot more of a regista than Miretti.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, when everyone came on the 60th, 63rd minute or whatever, it was better. But like, yeah, Atalanta will be a different story completely. I think we're gonna
Yeah,
be lucky if we have the ball.
yeah, it's gonna be hard to watch. I think we're all gonna be on our nerves during that final. And plus, Atalanta are like our bogey team these days. We rarely ever seem to beat them. It's always draws, but obviously this is a cup final.
You know
We
what
can't
crazy
really
is?
draw.
What a form they have! What a form they
The
have!
Yeah, they're
last
on fire. They caught fire now. They have confidence. They're in two finals this year, so I'm sure they want to win it because, like, let's face it, throughout the last 8 years, they've been incredible. Since Gasperini took over, and the one thing they're missing to show for Gasperini's work is a trophy. So I'm sure they'd want that.
to be honest, the last four games, I don't think we got absolutely smoked by Atalanta. Like we kept it very cagey. We won one. Like it wasn't like but like you said, the form they're on is insane, and the form we are on is also insane in a different way.
That's the
So
thing.
that's that. Like it's a massive issue. Like it is a massive issue. But I will preview that tomorrow. I'll do one more preview. I skipped a lot of them lately, but I will preview that game tomorrow because yeah, we have to, or like I have to. It's a big game, I guess. But yeah, usually I get angry with the things that Allegri said post game, but I think he just I don't know,
He's
like
done.
it was more of a it's the end type of vibe. So he didn't say outrageous things besides the we played well for the first 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, like the game is 100 almost these days. So that was a very weird thing to say, and I was like, okay, fine. But other than that, I think he sounded defeated, and he just accepted that this is it, and that's what you need to do and that's it. On Sunday, on Wednesday, he said like it's gonna be a different type of game, different intensity, different vibe, which is correctly, we don't know if Atalanta is gonna go play at 100% because it's still a final for them. They still need to be a bit careful if we're being completely honest, because I don't know if they can go gun ho. If we get that one goal, we can park the bus, like somebody's saying, and sneak it out. So I'm not sure what type of game it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a very open game, but for both teams, I think we will have quite a lot of chances as well. It's just are we gonna capitalize? Because the way Atalanta
And
play, it's good for them, but they leave spaces. They do, and we just need to be extremely good at actually punishing them in those moments. Basically, that's it.
I was thinking about like, okay, we're gonna play Atalanta and then Bologna, and then I was like, oh my god, we play Atalanta and then we play Bologna, and we are Juventus fans. Why am I thinking about this? Bologna, like, oh my god,
Yeah,
we're gonna play Atalanta and Bologna, and it's going to be hard. Like, oh my god,
the
what
Bologna
past?
game doesn't really
Like,
matter anymore in my eyes. Like even the
yeah,
Monza game, like, just
yeah, but I just don't want us to be beaten like crazy.
yeah. But what can you do?
I'll
I
take
guess both teams really have nothing to play for, honestly.
I'll take the
Unless
ugly
Bologna.
against the. Oh, Bologna game it's done. Like it's Monday. I think half
Yeah,
fan base
Bologna
is not
game
even gonna
is gonna
watch.
be like a friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bologna and Monza games are gonna be like friendlies.
it's all about the memes that game. That's it.
So
Yeah,
let's hope the master Mr. Allegri will play the youngsters and like something
I'd like
crazy. I
to
don't
see
know.
that. Yeah, I'd like to see it's like a young for like just why it doesn't matter anymore. We reached our target in the league.
I don't
Doesn't
think he
matter if
will.
we finish fifth or
He's
fourth
not gonna do it.
anymore.
He's absolutely
No.
not gonna do it. That's for sure. But um, on yesterday, like there were no, like there was nothing really. else to talk about. Like everybody, I think everybody after the game, I think most of them were like in shock. Not me so much, to be honest. I was just sitting there and I was like, um, interesting. That was my. I was like, we actually managed to make a very easy thing ridiculously hard and embarrassing. You know, we were, I don't know how many points ahead, where it was like, yeah, it's done, and we managed to pull it to this point. It's actually insane if you when you think about it. It's crazy, but we always find a way as a club to do these things. I guess the last 3 years. But I want to talk about the players really quickly because I don't want to give them a pass because people feel I will give them a pass. I don't give them a pass. You know, I can only repeat so many times that I would sell a lot of these players. You know, and I would sell a lot of these players. But yesterday, like when I watched, and I don't care he scored a goal, Rabiot, that's not 7 million. Like Vlahovic was poor. Keane, oh my god, you know, McKennie, Gatti. Yeah, moments where I'm like, oh boy, you know, this can be real. Like, just this cannot be real, but it is real. So that being said, we will need to replace a lot of these players. I get it, but the McKennie one, for example, it's like, I get why he's angry. By the way, I get it, you know. But what I don't get is people are shocked that he's poor. I'm like, isn't that a big worry
Yeah.
that he's been good, but now that the contract is not sorted, he resorts back to this. Isn't that a big worry for you guys because he was playing for the contract? I don't know. That on top of the fact that all he did well this season, I've said it so many times, was more about its energy, its drive. It's very basic things. You know, it's not he's a good, like, this is it. You know, it won't get any better than this. And for me, that was a big worry, you know, even at the time. And now you see how he's playing, and now people are saying, oh yeah, just sell him. I'm like, you shouldn't base that on a couple of games. You know, you should base that on the big sample size ever since he joined us. Leeds this season, Allegri saying you need to run because technically you're not that good. You know, basically, like all these players need to be weeded out. When people talk about squad players, I agree, but the first team needs to improve. And if we need to sell these players to improve our first team, it is what it is. It's not a job you will get fixed or done in one summer. It will take some time. And you might sell some players you're like, oh, that could have been a good squad player. But we need to if you want to have a good first team. So I'm a bit confused as of why fans are shocked about what's happening with certain players.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Like, obviously, we need to get rid of so many players. It's not even funny. And then once they are gone, we can see, okay, what else do we need to do to improve the first team, and let's see what's happening with the squad itself, like squad players. But I'm sorry, McKennie is so mediocre, even when he was good, and now he wants more money, or I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know, and I really hope Rabiot is gone because oh my God, 7 million for that is insane.
Yeah, there are so many players that are unjustifiably on high wages. Rabiot is the main one. Sandro is the main one. I think Sandro is our
Yeah,
highest paid player, 11 million a season. I'm glad he's gonna be gone. That's gonna free up so much financial capability. And yeah, Rabiot as well, if he's gone, also gonna free up so much financial capability. Yeah, with McKennie, we all knew he was not the best technically, but I appreciated his hard work and everything. But this is what he is. He should never ever be a starter. You know, you shouldn't be giving ridiculous money for someone who isn't gonna start for you. And I can understand why he's frustrated and everything because this was the best version of himself that I've ever seen. So yeah, I wasn't rewarded for that, but the club needs to move on from that. So I won't be crying in a corner if McKennie leaves, honestly.
No, I don't
yeah.
think anyone. Let me read out a few comments. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. Dr. A, I think, is saying Allegri has ruined Chiesa, but honestly, he's the only player here trying his best at Juve. It's a weird one because I'm not gonna give him a pass. It wasn't good. It's been a poor season, but the last couple of games somehow he found the second gear. I don't know. Maybe he got confirmation that Allegri's gone. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
for some reason
Probably not.
he's playing well. You know, besides the goals not coming lacking, but that goes for everything. I think I saw a stat that we haven't scored a goal from open play for like 700 plus minutes, which is
Oh my god,
insane. Like it's actually
Really?
insane. Somebody tweeted like,
that's insane.
let me check because I saved
Oh
the
my god.
tweet. Give me one
I
sec.
didn't even realize that.
Wait, one
That's
sec.
what 7+ game.
No,
Uh,
not that you mention it. It's making sense in my head because like against Roma it was a corner. Yesterday
let
it
me
was a corner as
here.
well.
Okay. In the last 8 games in Syria, we scored 5 goals. 3 on corner, 1 free kick, and 1 8 goal. 0 from open play with 114 shots, 32 on goal. The last goal was in Syria was from Milik, and that was 740 minutes ago. So like 12 hours, basically.
My
That's
God.
people do not realize how bad. And we can talk about strikers, but it's not about strikers right now. It's a team concept. Like we don't like we have a massive issue.
We don't
It's
create enough. We don't generate enough
even yesterday it was
clear
pressure,
chances.
but we don't have clear cut chances. Like let's be honest,
Yeah.
we put some pressure in, but it's crosses, it's shots from outside the box. We struggle to break a team open. Like we really do. And people refuse. Oh, we have 100 shots. I'm like 80% of those shots are from outside of the box, like ridiculous positions. Like people do not like people are focused on that stat and they're like, oh, but we have a poor finisher. I'm like, no, like look at the shots we have. Miretti one is a shot on target, by the way. It's not easy. Like it's not easy. We have many of those. Vlahovic, same game, but that's a stat. That's the reality of this club. Right here. Hanin asking for R&B comps. Not sure why she's sending for him. Personal beef. Hey guys, it's
Yeah.
seriously a big big drama if we spoke about our team. In my opinion, we got only luck with it. God bless Serie A level. It's very poor. It is poor. Allegri should have been sacked last season. Poor team selections, no identity. Then cowardness, no progress in 3 seasons. Glad his time is finally up. I agree. Wait, what? I cannot read that. I'm confused. Atalanta will add Allegri's tally Allegri's record is insane. Like, shout out to the guy Aziz on Twitter who keeps in big games.
Oh.
It gets bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. That list is actually insane, but it is what it is. I just opened Twitter. I saw an ideal team for Thiago Motta and I see Danilo on the team. Close
And
Twitter.
it's a 3-5-2,
Oh my
right?
god.
I had enough.
People who do ideal teams with 3-5-2s for Motta just confuse me a bit.
I had enough. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't saw the
Motta is
formation.
playing with. No, he's playing with 4 defenders.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw Danilo
Loic.
still as captain in the team, and I'm out. But yeah. Other than that, like somebody said earlier on, one of you two, I don't know who, it's done. Actually, when I didn't knew Atalanta was playing. By the way, like I literally, and on top of that, I thought they were playing away to Roma. And somebody texted me, it's like, oh, it's 2-0, 10 minutes in. I'm like, they're playing? I thought they played on Monday. And then I was like, couldn't be because he played a Copa final on Wednesday and it was 2-0. And at that point, I was like, yeah, it's over. They're not coming back from this. We done it. And it was more of a relief, basically, because I don't... if that didn't happen, we would have gone into the Monza game trying to secure Champions League, by the way.
Yeah.
That would be actually insane. And the way we play, we would have lost that game. And we 100% would have lost that game. Imagine this team with even more pressure. Like the game would have been over before it kicked off. Dr. A is saying Gabriel Jesus for Vlahovic. No. If you want to
No.
sell Vlahovic, good.
Hard.
But they can keep Gabriel Jesus for sure. If
Imagine
you struggle...
Vlahovic in a team where he has like 4 chances,
Wait.
He'd
Imagine
cook.
people complaining about Vlahovic's goal-scoring ability and bringing in Gabriel Jesus. You know how mad that is. You know, like you know what
Yeah,
Gatti as much
make
goals as Gabriel Jesus I think this season. Like no,
might as well put Gatti.
that's yeah, God. Somebody said, "Where is that Gatti hate coming from?" I'm like, it's not hate, but you know,
Yeah,
if you want
he's
to
just
call
not good enough to be a starter.
He's mid. He's
if you want to call it
not
hate,
good.
it's always been there. If you think it's hate, by the way,
He's fun to have around. Like he's a kamikaze player. I'll
he
give him
is.
that.
He has a
But
heart, but
You
yeah, it's
know,
like one of those players where whenever he's playing, you don't really know what to expect. You know, it's like
you know what's
I
funny?
see him the most on the right wing. You know, it's so funny.
Yeah, but yes, yes. When he tried to shoot that ball and he just kicked,
oh my, that was funny. I was
I couldn't like when I saw that I was like, no, man. I was like, I don't know. I don't care if you're a defender. Like Malik said, it's kamikaze football. It's like all or nothing, and most of the time it's absolutely nothing. Like that's just what it is, you know. And today I saw a report that he's untouchable. I'm like, shut up. Like what are we doing? Like I refuse to believe that if an offer comes in of 25 million, the Junta is like, oh no, I'm not gonna do
Oh,
this.
jump on that! 25 million
yes,
for Gatti. Oof, jump
yeah,
on that.
If he doesn't
yeah,
jump on that, I will sit back and I will question Junta. I would.
Gatti is a perfect squad player for Motta's tactic, by the way. So how he likes to have defenders running forward.
I
Yeah,
don't care.
Calafiori does that.
Like you said, like squad player, but if you can recoup money, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
no,
Like
25 or 20, even 20, I would say. Yeah, bye.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
anyone's gonna offer that. By the way, just saying. I don't think.
Premier League. Let's pray for
Yeah,
Premier League.
Premier League club seeing a defender in the Serie A that scored 4 goals. They're gonna be like, "What?"
I don't think we can. Nah, I don't. I don't say. I think he's. I think he's just gonna say. Juntlu was on the end. Was on the end of the bridge, and he needs to be much more focused from now. 5-10 games ago, Max should have be gone. Yeah. I think over 15 is a win for the club. People are saying people are disrespecting Chiesa. Vlahovic, it is what it is. Like I said many times, whatever. Like, like I'm not attached to any of these players. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not. It's not that deep for me anymore. Not right now. You know, it would be seasons ago. You know, when we were selling Pogba, like I think we were all going crazy, even
No,
though we knew he was pushing for the move. We were like, oh come on. If somebody's gonna sell
But it's
Vlahovic, I don't think the outrage will be that big this summer. You know?
yeah, and it's crazy to me how our offense and how we play. Vlahovic is second on the goal scoring list.
yeah,
Yeah.
that hot streak he had from like from December to January really really boosted him. I can't lie.
Yeah,
It did. You know, and but that hot streak kept us in a fake
Yeah,
title run basically. You know?
yeah, but even though if we want to make money on Vlahovic, we can't. No one will buy him for 80, 90 million. No
I
one.
agree.
So
I agree.
there's no point.
I agree. That's an issue. I just saw Zaniolo sitting on the ground, and I just had flashbacks to what will come this summer. Even Berardi, if they got relegated. Hope everybody's ready for
Oh my
those
God.
streams.
No.
oh yeah, we're
No,
definitely gonna get them.
Giuntoli will not. No. Allegri is gone and Giuntoli will not.
The only player I want from a relegated side if they get relegated is Samardzic.
Yes.
You know what's funny? Every day there's a new report about insert the random player, ending the report with Junduli already followed him 10 years ago. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's going to be a long
Miners
summer.
is the latest one. Top Miners is the latest.
Zanoli, he impressed the club yesterday, and they might be. And I'm like, I don't think they decided
God,
that on
that's
the
crazy.
spot yesterday. I don't think that's how
Yeah.
it works. If it works like
Yeah,
that,
that's not how it
we're
works.
effed. If that's how they do business, we're effed. You know,
We
so
have a history of signing players that do well against us.
yeah, it's gonna be a long summer, you know. But like I said, or we all said at the beginning of the stream, and people hit the like button. It's over, you know. It's just Wednesday. I will do my preview tomorrow, do my match reaction, and then it's 2 weeks of chilling, I guess. Probably lose against Bologna, probably not win against Monza, but whatever, you know. I think everybody's waiting for that following week post Monza. I think that's basically it. You know, it's the final countdown. I don't feel the buzz for the Coppa Italia. I'm not gonna lie. It's just on Wednesday. I don't know. Is it 9 kickoff? I guess or whatever. Put my TV on, and that's it. You know, a minute before kickoff, and we go again for the last time. I'm gonna watch the Bologna game and the Monza game, but it's gonna be completely different. It's just watching because watching. You know, you're just gonna watch, or me, I'm gonna watch, and that's it. So it's good. Long season that flew by for some weird reason, but it was a very long season, like mentally.
No, the last few months are, the last few
It
months
was
are
a
really
very
like
draining season, like
dragging
especially
its
from
feet.
February onwards. It was so draining to watch. It was draining from the start, but the results were there at the start, kind of. But from February onwards, it just the collapse was unbelievable.
It was
Like
insane. All time.
unbelievable. Like this season arguably could be the worst season out of the three that Allegri was back, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Just for the current form, 2 wins in 15. It's like a genuinely relegation form, you know.
it is. It is. it's,
Yeah,
it's actually
and I
unbelievable.
thought last season couldn't get worse with the points deduction and everything. I mean, last season, yeah, we missed out on Champions League and stuff, but there was this sort of fight, I guess, towards the middle of the season. I don't know, but this season just feels worse. That's what I'm saying.
It does. Before we're gonna wrap this up, because I will not have you guys on for the Coppa Italia, obviously preview and whatsoever. Maybe, oh no, I'm out on Thursday. Too bad. Um, or maybe I will be here, you know, just to do the Coppa review. And I think Malik, I think your phone is gonna die in a sec, right? No,
No, I'm on
no.
my laptop. It's 22%,
Oh, I can
but
see it. I can see
the
that you're.
internet here at uni is a
No, I
bit
can see
dodgy.
that.
So.
I can see that the battery icon for some reason.
Oh, really?
I can see
Oh,
it flicking. But
that's
That's
so
funny.
cool.
Norbert, you go first. Bologna. Atalanta, Coppa Wednesday. What do you think? You know, thoughts, final thoughts, prediction.
Well, I don't know. It's because something in me is saying that okay, Allegri will drag this to penalties and we win it somehow. But the other so like something sitting on my right shoulder and my left shoulder person says that we're gonna lose like 3-1. So
That's my exact.
I would say we're gonna lose 3-1. That's my final answer, and I don't think there's a redemption for Allegri.
For me, a part of me hopes that, like, obviously the whole squad was demotivated, mentally and physically drained, as McKenny says, in the league. But hopefully they can just spark something up, because it's a cup final. It's our first chance to win a trophy in 3 years. It would be. I know a lot of people don't care about the Coppa Italia, but for me personally, it would be nice to see, like, us lift a trophy. Although I don't
Yeah,
think the squad I don't think the squad and this whole season deserve the trophy. So it'd be nice to win one. It would, just to give a boost for next season, I guess. But yeah, Atalanta are really good, and I don't know. They're facing us at a really good, for them, and in their perspective, they're facing us
Yep.
at a really good time.
Yeah.
Like, just they're on fire. They're playing really well. Their confidence is sky high. So I think they're gonna beat us. Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to be a pessimist, but for once in my life, but yeah, I think they'll beat us.
We'll see. I'll do my preview tomorrow. I'm gonna wait for Allegri's and probably Danilo's presser. He's the captain if he's fit, so I'm gonna wait for that one tomorrow to see what they have to say. I'll do my preview um, back then, final preview of the season. I will do it. I'll give my prediction also back then based on that, but I don't have a good feeling. Obviously, like there's no good reason to have a good feeling. Like if you have a good feeling,
yeah.
it's more I hope we win
Hope.
Hope.
rather
Yeah.
Yeah.
than rather than I actually believe it because there's evidence. There's evidence out there that we will get smoked. Like that's the only evidence out there that we will absolutely get smoked. You know, usually it doesn't happen in a cup final, but usually you beat a Serie B team. Usually you do not only win 2 games out of 15, but we managed to do so. So nothing will surprise me. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. People in the chat, thanks for watching. As always, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll be back live tomorrow, probably around the same time for a preview. Then on Wednesday, we will have the match reaction, and I will do a live call-in show about an hour after the game. I need to settle in, and take in whatever happens, I guess, and then we will do a call-in show. Everybody can call in as always. Thanks, Norbert. Thanks, Malik, for sharing. Not really the pain, some joy today. Let's call it that.
Relief.
A relief, yeah, the relief.
We hit the goal of the season.
We
Well, we drew,
Yeah.
we crawled towards it, but we made it.
That's the most important thing, I think, at the end. But yeah, people, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow.